Yeah, everything is well set now for us to go forward for the broadcast over Zoom. We are very lucky to be part of this examination today. Thanks for Ma'am Savitri and then Anisha. Both of them have got enough time to spend here today. In fact, who has the time in the busy, buzzing world? You both have shared your interest to work with us today. Anyway, we are crazy. We are dynamic in nature. We work for the development of communication skills of our student friends, but you have extended your interest, extended your hand, help. Everything is absolutely fine. I'm Hari, being the host of this session from Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology for its ELCS lab, which has got its own dynamic name that always strives hard for the development of communication in and around. Among the among its students, it believes strongly that learning always does only through doing. So we do and we learn, and thanks to have Anisha who has seen both the sides. Anisha, being an alumni of this wonderful institute, who has been, in touch with us and with a great interest last time when she visited us. She said that she would like to take this opportunity. So she took it and she has been working outside and understanding the pleasure of work and then work's communication. She extended her help now, and thanks for that. And we don't know who Savitri Devi ma'am altogether. We have just shared it across all the channels to attract the examiners like this. Because why this exam? How this exam? Later I can slowly talk. But before that, I can give you a context that which is to be said, particularly to go on that effectively. So, in fact, engineers and their communication is a story to discuss, a story to narrate. And we, the team of English here at Lendi Institute on ELCS Lab platform, so gigantically shows off, and we can blow our own trumpet saying that we are developing communication skills. Yes, absolutely, because we would like to see that these student friends to get an appropriate employability skill at the end of the engineering. So for that, we slowly have sown the seeds, starting from its journey with a phase called observation, the journey that ends somewhere in fifth semester with a phase called aiming. What a trajectory that we have developed. Yes, it is not to boast on the big meetings like this, but the satisfaction is paramount. We really enjoyed the pleasure of doing this interesting journey for the student friends. These kids, since we are at the suburbs of Vijayanagaram and Vishakhapatnam, we have got kids who come from rural milieu of our own institute. So uh, most of them hail saying that they have less confidence, they have low spirit, they have hiccups, they have hindrances. But fortunately, the team English, which is working here sincerely for the past 17 years, putting all good efforts in delivering the need of communication practice through these kind of interesting activities. As part of this journey, we have got set of courses. One of those courses is English for Employability Skills. So as part of this course, we work for 16 weeks. Maybe in the first 4 or 5 weeks of time, we can introduce them what exactly this course is all about, how English is helpful for employability, whether the communication is a link between English and employability. If English communication skills are known to each other, how this will work out effectively in the job market today. All these kinds of things we can slowly put into their brains and minds. And finally, we allow them to practice since we believed in the concept called learning by doing. We do and we learn. And while we are learning, we also have our own pitfalls to understand. And similarly, the last 4 or 5 weeks are given for assessment where peers will assess Their own peers will talk to other peers' experience and appropriate performance. And finally, the teacher evaluation that takes place, and the last part of the coursework is this evaluation. Why now, Savitri Devi, ma'am, all the way from some other place? Maybe you're from Kerala, ma'am?
Not from Kerala, sir, from Andhra Pradesh,
Andhra
from
Pradesh.
our state only.
Okay, okay. Andhra Pradesh. I don't
Actually,
know.
previously, I have attended your workshops 2 years ago.
Thank you.
Then I was connected with your group. So I'm getting messages from in your group.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So
Thank you.
I just filled your Google form.
Yes, ma'am. This is the crux of the whole examination plan. We wanted to
Okay.
see our kids who could not get shocked in the real-time challenge. Well in advance, they get the same surprise now. Because
Okay.
anyway, an examiner comes nearby college, or the one who knows to me, the one who sits away from the rest, will always
Yes,
have
sir.
it.
Actually, I participated along with you in many workshops, sir.
Thank you.
And I was there in the presentation and I recognized you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
And
Thank you.
maybe because of many reasons, maybe
Yes,
many years
yes.
ago,
Years, years, years.
maybe
Yes.
you did not recognize me, but I
Sorry.
recognized you.
Thank you. Now I can recall. Uh, in fact,
Okay, sir.
in fact, the story behind this kind of an examination is only to make the individuals understand how easy that it is when they wanted to really face this kind of a challenge well in advance. Communication requires a lot of authenticity. Communication requires a lot of environmental impact. Communication requires a lot of satisfaction, a kind of happy settlement. So we allow them. It is not there, especially in a job interview. All of a sudden, when he goes into the final round of interview, when he wants to have a personal round of interview with a HR manager, always having a shock. In order to see
Yes.
that shock reduced, we wanted to give the similar kind of a surprise for our students through this virtual examination. One-side teachers from different walks of life, people are joining. In recent past, we had a senior lawyer joined as an examiner here to talk about the communications importance. Similarly, our alumni, like at Anisha, there are many alumni who join to give away the best what is happening in the industry as part of communication, what industry expects for communication. All these things are really bundled together and left as experiences for the student friends. And after this semester, they have one more semester also to work where these suggestions can be taken up and the experience can be handled by the student friends effectively. So anyway, the typical work plan of this examination goes like this. If you can see, um, you can join the main room for the first half an hour, and then you also can have introduction and the context that is set, the one that I'm now doing. Similarly, we also have an examination that is planned for us here is listen to speak. Will be given an educational audio video material. All of us will listen, and the students will listen more, and then slowly students will start talking to you. This is purely an examination without a pen and paper. Only the problem lies in with the examiner's patience. And I know our students might disturb you here and there. I request you to have that patience. For Savitri Devi, ma'am, I don't think that she does require a separate patience because she's a teacher. And similarly, Anisha, as a young girl, I know, and now she is emerging as a wonderful performer from the industry. Definitely, she too might have developed that adoption. So, such a way, such a way, we enjoy the pleasure of the company of these young graduates who are aspiring for the best in the communication. One long hour that you can take between 2 to 3, and 3, 3.5, 3 to 3:30, you can give your own remarks. One long hour that can be given for the examinees to come stand before you, giving away some 20, 30 seconds of their perception, what they have listened to. And like-minded three or four candidates or five or six candidates together as team, they can come and then talk to you about their point of thought. Like they can bring their real-time examples in terms of the audio video material that they have listened or watched out. So this is what typically the examination altogether. And I now take down to the internal examiners as well as internal examinees to talk to you and introduce themselves to you, because communication that is possible only when we introduce each other effectively. So I request ma'am Revati or Kavya, who is
Yes.
taking the
Yes,
chair.
sir. Yes, sir. I'm the slot one. Arts is slot one.
Thank
A
you.
very good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Hari sir, and all the examiners and my dear students who are all on the screen. I'm Revati, working as an assistant professor of English at Lendi. I think it's been 2 years since I joined here. I've experienced a different change, like from my beginning till now. So I experienced a lot of things at Language Lab Lendi. So when it comes to our student friends' growth, even that is well proved through this language lab. So I have the students, I think since the first year I've been with them. And these are really good example. And not only these students, we have more. So we may fail at some areas, but by looking at the achievements and the improvements of the students is really wonderful. So instead of listening in my words, I think I can give two students opportunity to speak and share the views. So I have Kavya, Manasa, right? Manasa and Latha is with me. So let's start with Manasa.
Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, examiners. From the big At the beginning, I am very like I don't know how to talk in front of a lot of people. But we have a several activities in English lab like Padlet, jam activities. In from that activities, I know how to talk in front of a people and how to talk in front of a camera, and I learn a lot from this lab. Um, in second semester, we have GD and PPT presentation. R- Not only that, we have a lot of activities. From that, I know I learn a lot, and I I remove my I've overcome my fear from that, and I learn a lot from this lab. I'm very thankful to you, sir and ma'am, who are who are with me and support me. And in second semester we have a we done a certificate course like speech X. From that I we have a interview. From that we also experience how the interviews are like, and that's all, sir. Thank you.
You did a good job. So let's also hear from Lata.
Good afternoon, sir, and respected external madams. Sir, I have completed my 3 semesters in ELCS Lab Lendi, and in my first semester, I have done very many jam sessions, sir. In that jam session, I improved my spontaneity skills, sir. But I am in lack in grammar, sir. I did so many mistakes. That was overcome in the second semester. I learned the grammar and LSRW skills, debate, GD, and those are all examined me, sir. How I am fit or not, like that, sir. And I have done speech course, and I have examined for LSRW skills. And in my third semester, I have learned what is time management, sir. What is the importance of time management? Even you know how to talk and what to talk, but you have to talk in the time. That's what I learned in the third semester, sir. And thank you, sir. And I want to conclude that this ELCS Lab Blendy is not a part of our journey. It's the pride of our journey, sir. Thank you.
Great.
That's
Great to
great.
hear from you, Lata. Yes, sir. Sir, I think this gives us a wonderful insight from students' views.
Absolutely, absolutely. Both Lata and Manasa have tried their level best in communicating. We know the issues with us. We are not like just born with silver spoon in the mouth. That's a different context, but we are not ready with the language that we have picked in. We are not ready, obviously, with all the good facility that is given for language learning. So we are learning, we are picking it up, and as Lata rightly pointed out, in fact, she could understand where exactly she has lost certain areas, and she's trying to overcome with the fears, overcome with the lacuna that she has. It is a right idea of learning by doing. Thank you so much from Revati's room, and I now
Yes,
request
yes,
Kavya's room
yes.
to be present.
Yes, sir, it is, yes.
Yeah. And may
Senior.
I have the attention of all Dr. Sudha from Anits Engineering College, who joined as a physical examiner to oversee the whole examination process today. Um, you are also welcome, ma'am. And now it is the time for Kavya ma'am's presentation.
Oh, thank you, sir. And a very good afternoon, everyone, especially for the examiners who are sitting out there for the evaluation process and all. It's really always a pleasure to see the examiners in the different places and coming here. This platform gives students a complete different view. This is a different thing for everybody. Your faces are different, the platform is different, the exam is different. The students are experiencing a new thing now, and which is what the most lovable part is. They don't know you. Who are you? Like coming in personally and greeting them, they'll again come to a different conclusions. But you sitting somewhere else and just assessing them without knowing their previous things, the practice or the work they have done or the starting stage, we sitting as an internal examiners observing them since their journey of first years as an observer, like we observe them and again we bring them back to the aiming process. This is a lab journey where sir was mentioning, Hari sir was mentioning that learning by doing. This is the most lovable thing which I love from our language lab, and I always agree with Hari sir for this, and I also appreciate him for this only. Nothing here is I mean to say, nothing here is taught, ma'am. Here we make them practice. We ask them to practice. We ask them to realize. Two of our students' friends were mentioning that I have this problem and I have overcome. I have that problem and I have overcome. This realization is something which makes us feel so satisfied. A student who is getting his own idea of knowing their weakness and changing it into their strength is something which we feel that we are doing something for their satisfaction under the umbrella called ELCS lab. And this work I always appreciate Hari sir for this. And all the students definitely who are sitting here are going to sit like Anisha ma'am later on only because of this kind of platform. What do you say, Anisha ma'am? Am I correct? You also must have been here
Uh,
and gone there. Yeah.
yeah,
So
I have been with Lindy since last 10 years, if I can say, imprecise. So yeah, I would love to, and maybe people sitting beside you definitely wants to be part of my journey also in one day or other.
yeah, thank you for these kind of opportunities. And sir was also mentioning that these big days and big functions, he is going to mention all these kind of things. This is the right time to mention actually what is happening in the language lab. Then there are people who can come along with us, join our journey, and give some suggestions to the students like this. Then they create wonders, and we see them again on that platform in front of everybody, assessing their juniors. So it's really great being a part of this. Thank you, sir. And this is all my perception. And students are also very eagerly waiting to to tell about their perceptions and their journeys. Indu is beside me, who is eagerly waiting to like tell her journey and opinion on the language lab or her strengths, weakness, and all. I'm giving it to her now.
Very good afternoon, sir, and very good afternoon, madams. And I'm Indumati. I'm here to share my my perception, not only my experience in ELCS lab. In ELC, at the end, at the beginning, I was so afraid of speaking with others. Even though I'm single, I was too afraid to talk in English. But now I overcome my fear, and I'm here to in front of you to speak about my experience. Yes, ELCS lab helps a lot for us to learn most of things. At the first semester, we have several activities like jam sessions. In that activities, we learn how to speak, how to think in English. And later, from second year onward, we have several activities like PPT and PPT presentation and debate. And then I realized that how to express our words, and also mainly for in communication, we have to use strategic communication. In that, we have to say a lot of words, but not at all matters. How we say is the matters. So I learned that, that's what it gives more changes in my in my communication. And from third semester, sir introduces like employability skills, which is used to us in future. For example, if we will attend an mm, interview, then it helps a lot. And also at the beginning, we have to complete the written test, which have the most of verbal and grammar. So further, sir initiated a book, English for Competitive Exams. It was very helpful to us to learn more grammar things. And I learned lot of things. And also word per easy, which can be have several words with lots of meanings. In a single word, we can learn lots of meanings in that word. So that I learn lots of things. And also this environment improves our thoughts, minds, or flow of thoughts, which helps to improve our thoughts. And also how to pronounce words, or how to show ourselves in front of others. It helps me a lot. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am.
She had many thoughts in her brain and many views about the lab and couldn't stop herself being little nervous seeing all the new people on the screen. Anyways, thank you, dear. And here we have a boy with us who wants to share his experience too.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am. I am B. Midlesh, studying in ECE second year. Uh, Actually, ma'am, I am from diploma background. We are not having any communication skills like here, there, but I'm learning the English language still because I am lacking English grammar, sir. But by joining this ELCS, I'm part of this ELCS lab. I learned so many things like GD group discussions, jams just in a minute speaking. I improved a lot. I improved my speaking skills and my listening skills. We also have listening and speaking activity. And with that listening and speaking activity, it's increased my confidence and my skills of listening and also by speaking also. Actually, I'm a latter student, so I'm not having any kind of interaction between the many students. But this section, this lab and this session makes me have an interaction between every student in this class and every person in this lab. My ma'am, Revati ma'am and Harris sir is helping me to improve my skills in speaking. My actual goal is to become a uh, MIT student, so it need English language to me. So I need to crack the TOEFL exams and extra Duolingo exams. So it will make me better. This lab will make me better at doing better scores, good marks in my exam. In ALCS lab, we also have Socrates software. With this, we can have multiple bits, like in grammar, oral, and also we are having email writing. Uh, in future, we're all gonna do jobs or we're gonna have startups. But for this ELCS lab, we have learned about email writing and so many things, how to communicate with others, how to communicate with officials, so we can deal better in the future. This lab taught me not only English, it taught me life lessons to uh, growth in my life. Today will be a memorable day in my life, sir, because I am interacting with the my sir, Harish sir, and my Ravati ma'am, and many of the students, and also having external examiners like you. Thank you, sir.
Sir, there is an excited girl who had come forward telling that she also wanted to talk for a minute about her journey in the lab.
Will that be Amulya? Will that be Amulya?
Amrita, sir. She's
Amrita,
Amrita.
yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Please give it to her.
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, madams. I am Amrita. So, ma'am, even I do not have a chance to speak right now. Sitting at the back corner, I was really very excited to share my own experience because experience in an English lab is not a little thing for me. Coming with a zero knowledge in the brain, of course, I have a little knowledge to speak, but we need a push like from backwards. Yes, you can do it. That is what I found this in lab. I don't have much more points because my friends explained them in a very clear way. But I want to conclude by saying English lab did not just teach me what to speak and how to speak. This also helped me to understand how this English is really relating to the real world. Now, as we have faced the listen to speak activities which contains a TDX talks, which is very important, and the speakers are also not they are native speakers, and we understood the now I am able to understand their native language, which is one more important thing. And the students like me, if we are willing to visit any abroad for MSc or something, so we should be able to understand the native language, and this listen to speak activity helped me a lot. And now I'm able to explain or express my thoughts about a random topic if that was given. That was one of the best part, and the team English is very supportive, and they just smile and encourage the students, which is one more best part. And we don't need to feel nervous about anything because they are there to help us all the time. Not I don't want to take much more time, but thank you for this opportunity. We got a learning space where there is no judgments like a negative judgments. We always take them as a suggestions, which was one of the best part. Thank you so much, sir and madams, for this opportunity.
She's the one who understood that criticism is to learn new things, and I appreciate that, Amrita. And and as teachers, we also must learn from her taking this. Thank you, sir. And yeah.
So, summing up all the information, I want to conclude that this ELCS lab is not, it's like a triple C platform like communicate, compete, and collaborate. By combining these three phases, we learn a lots of things by communicating with everyone. Also, even though we are all friends, at the time of while competing, and also we all come together like group discussions, or even though in LS activities we listen one thing in different accent, but all together, by linking up all the ideas, we share our perceptions. And also it would helpful to it will be helpful to us in employable the skills, to participate in different group discussions with different participants. And so it is very helpful to us. And also the introduction of certification courses, they are very useful to us to learn new things and different accents. By seeing one picture, we can imagine our thoughts, um, we can build our thoughts, and we can easily say something, and it will be useful to innovate. It will be useful our innovation in thinking. So innovative thinking means it will helpful to us to describe anything by seeing any others. Thank you, sir.
Okay, good job, dear. Thank you so much, sir. That's all from our side. Thank you.
Yeah. Sometimes movies that'll help us to reimagine the life is same. It's like Amrita who came late, but she came latest. Though it is a dialogue from a movie, it is true. Sometimes I really wonder, watching out the experience of these young graduates. Yes, absolutely. Start practicing, start winning. And always, winners hang around winners. This is a place for winners. That's why you and I are striving hard day in, day out. We wanted to work with the same spirit there. So with this, I'll be very happy to have the introduction that is done inside. And now we'll slowly get into the examiners to introduce themselves. And I know Savitri Devi ma'am is a
Yes.
teacher working in a government degree college, I believe. So
Not
ma'am,
government degree college, sir. It is University College of Engineering, Nasrapet,
yes, yes,
constituent
yes,
to
yes.
Kakinada.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Into Kakinada.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Once upon a time, it was under JNTU Kakinada, and now it is
Now also
Constituent
it is
College.
at the
Yeah, it's
JNTU
a Constituent
constituent.
College for. Yeah.
Yes,
Ma'am
yes, yes.
Devi from Narsaropet Engineering College, Narsaropeta Government College. So I
Yes,
request
you
her
mentioned it.
to
Yes.
introduce herself.
So I am Savitri, and with this year, my experience is 25 years, sir. And I have completed PhD 10 years ago, and even I qualified in state exam. And I actually have gone through this journey from the last 25 years, and I have been observing different number of students. And we had many number of practice sessions even in our ELCS lab. And what actually how the students they try to do and how the students escape also sometimes when we give some practice sessions. And so I know the way the students and their mentality and the method they go with. So that is one. And I am also interested in writing books. And one of the book of mine is Unsung Heroines of Puranas. I have written that. And last year, up to last year, I have translated even some articles for Tirupati Devasthanam also. Uh, it is Saptagiri magazines. So like that I have done, and I'm very happy to introduce myself, and I'm very happy that I am the part of your actually your examination or evaluation method. Thank you very much, sir.
That's great. Madam Savitri, as for her name's sake, she is a Puranic character, translated a lot of Puranas, and then also did lot for the Purana, and working as a language teacher, trying to really do the best for the engineering graduates at College of Nurse. Definitely an awesome experience for all of us. For next 1 hour, we are going to get right expertise from them. And last half an hour after 3 o'clock, that is also quite important. They can come forward with their suggestions. We would love to listen all of that. And now this is time for our Sudha. Though morning you introduced, we wanted one more time because this is a new batch. And Dr. Sudha from Anits Engineering College, acting as a physical examiner to oversee the whole process of examination here today. And she also interacts with quite a few candidates. So I request Ma'am Sudha to introduce herself.
Good afternoon, one and all, on and off the screen. I am Sudha Singh from Anits. I have 16 years of teaching experience. I have taught from grade 4 to PG, includes B.Ed, M.Tech, MCA, and state board, CBSE board, IGCSE. I have experiences uh, expanding from Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Haryana, Chhattisgarh, Delhi. I have 12 publications, 2 books underneath that, and a patent into my credit. I am also a startup owner. It runs on Sandthought Social Private Limited. It is oriented to make future leaders on the principles of Shankaracharya and Aristotle. And currently, I'm heading the Visakhapatnam chapter for English Language Teachers Association of India. from last December, and we've been actively participating, creating events, and into the newsletters every 2 months of the national newsletter LTI. All the teachers and Sridevi ma'am and Hari Babu sir, I welcome you all to be a part of Visakhapatnam chapter, and let's do something meaningful through that platform. Thank you for giving me this opportunity and having me here. Anyways, this event is not for me, but for the students. Thank you. Wishing you all the best.
Yes, well said, Dr. Sudha. He is definitely a wonderful inspiration for the rest, who has been putting wonderful effort in English language teaching, along with various domains that she has the space to work. Thanks for you being the coordinator for LTI chapter Vishakhapatnam. We'll be loving to see much to really do in future. And in a very short while, we would also love to, from Lendy's ELCS lab, we would also love to incorporate what best that we are doing as practices to make use of the forum and kindly help us, support us, and see that we can do something good on LTI platform. And this is my good time to introduce my wonderful daughter, like Anisha, who was there with us in 18, I believe she passed from this institute out. And then she, not only she, her sister too studied. Both of them look like twins, and then they did all the best on the Language Lab platform. Whenever we have a competition, whenever we have a special activity, whenever we have something what is needed for communication skills, most sought after personalities are these. Anisha is always there with me, who worked seriously for communication practice. And those days, her communication was almost outstanding in the language lab. So I now request Anisha to introduce, and now she's doing all the best in the industry too.
Thank you, sir. Hello, all. Anisha here, and if I can say in precise, before 10 years, I am also sitting at the position of yours, like listening to the people. And you cannot take me as as an examiner, like I'm here to judge you. Like maybe I am here to guide you, or to give more insights on how industry is there and how important English as nowadays. Like this is a barrier. We, in short, we can say to express our emotions, our thoughts, and our insights to the other person, whoever it is. So maybe I am here, as already sir said. So I'm alumni of Lindy, and with the guidance of the English team and Lendy. So whatever I am here in today, so all thanks to all the guidance from Lendy Institute, and in from that English ECLS labs is plays a vital role in my career, that I can precisely and perfectly, and I'm very proudly I can say that. So definitely you people will also be in my place one day or other to guide others, and yeah, let's rock the floor.
That's very short and sweet. And I know there are many like Anisha who have been taking part in this platform to help their students on the alma mater. What all the best that they have taken from here, and they are giving it back. Beyond this, what else, as a teacher like me, who expects from this remote corner? Thank you so much, Anisha. And now the time for the AV material to play. And we are coming up with a wonderful audio, video, visual. And I think Big Hall is ready. And who is there with his computer? Is he or she able to play that from the chat
Sure, sir.
window?
Sure, sir.
Yes, sir, yes.
We'll look into.
The second
Just
one.
give us.
All right. And the whole examination is going around this video. I request all of us to listen to it gently.
And how is the sound of the video?
Yes, it is coming.
This means I'm smiling. So does that. This means mouse, cat. Here we have a story. The start of the story where this means guy, and that is a ponytail on a passerby. Here's where it happens. These are when. This is a cassette tape the girl puts into her cassette tape player. She wears it every day. It's not considered vintage. She just likes certain music to sound a certain way. Look at her posture. It's remarkable. That's because she dances. Now he, the guy, takes all of this in, figuring, honestly, geez, what are my chances? And he could say, oh my God, or I heart you, I'm laughing out loud, I want to give you a hug. But he comes up with that. You know, he tells her, I'd like to hand paint your portrait on a coffee mug. Put a crab inside it. Add some water. 7 different salts. He means he's got this sudden notion to stand on dry land but just panhandle at the ocean. He says, you look like a mermaid, but you walk like a waltz. And the girl goes, what? So the guy replies, yeah, I know. I think my heartbeat might be the Morse code for inappropriate. At least, that's how it seems. I'm like a junior varsity cheerleader sometimes for swearing, awkward silences, and very simple rhyme schemes. Right now, talking to you, I'm not even really a guy. I'm a monkey. Blowing kisses at a butterfly. But I'm still suggesting you and I should meet. First, soon, and then a lot. I'm thinking the southwest corner of 5th and 42nd at noon tomorrow, but I'll stay until you show up, ponytail or not. Hell, ponytail alone. I don't know what else to tell you. I got a pencil you can borrow. You could put it in your phone. But the girl does not budge. Does not smile, does not frown. She just says, no thank you, you know?
That is applause only. Yeah, but now we have to decode. I told you not need to write, but we now need to talk. Examiners, luck is yours, and my friends are coming out with all their emotional presentations and their perceptions, what they have heard, and their justifications, what they are making with the team. This is the exam. For another 1 hour, it is now exactly 2. And 2 to 3, we can work out with the exam. 3 to 3:30, your remarks, and then we'll wind up the show happily. So with this, I beg all the 3 examiners to follow the timeline, and then we wanted you to give us our own remarks. I think slot 3 is also ready, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is ready.
Right. And now I'm breaking out all of
Slot
you into
1,
the rooms.
Anisha ma'am, sir.
Yeah, you wanted Anisha from slot 1 for
Yes.
slot 1, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay.
Slot 2 is
Slot 1.
Savitri, ma'am.
Yes. I'm putting Anisha first into slot 1, and then ma'am Savitri into slot 2, and then slot 2 also is
Sudha ma'am
assigned to
from
slot
slot
2.
3. sir.
Yeah, naturally, one last teacher, Dr. Sudha, into slot 3, and then slot 3 also into standby room. Thanks, Raja sir. You are putting yourself waiting to support all of us. Are we in a little room, or where are we now?
Big hall, sir. We are 3 of us are in big hall.
Yeah. With all the examinations instructions, I request all the candidates from the big hall to give away the best for the rest of the exam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.